Hello everybody, good morning. Welcome to this lazy morning rollin' wake up. Let's do a few things right here. We will refresh the chat. We will give our hello world. Boom, there we go. Good morning everybody. Alright, so for this Saturday morning I thought we would play a little role player. Role Player is a character creation game by Thunderworks Games, and it just had an expansion come out. They did a Kickstarter for it. I believe it is called Monsters and Minions. I do not yet have the expansion, but that will be coming soon. I think that will really add a cool flavor to the game, where you're not just the regular fantasy races, you can be monsters and everything like that. So we will be adding that when I get it. But for now, we are just playing the base game. We are pretty much set up for a solo game. Oh, we got Dorkside Gaming with the auto host. Thank you very much, Dorkside. If anybody wants to check out their channel, I would highly recommend it. They do really good stuff. Yeah, it's a great channel. So go follow that if you have the time. And we are pretty much set to begin. So I did not pick our race. Well, you see Elf there, but that's actually a stack of all the races. I have not yet picked our race, our class. We also get a background or a backstory and our alignment. So those have not yet been chosen. We can choose them right now. But all the decks are ready. Everything else is ready to go. I got my giant bag of dice. I'm sure you can hear that. And we are pretty much set to go. But first, we have to figure out who we want to be. So I've laid out some options here. I thought the first thing that we'd probably choose is what class we're going to be. You can see my fingers right here. We can be a cleric, a wizard, a druid, a thief, a warrior, or a monk. What will we be creating? And if anybody picks up this game, not only is there a cleric on this side, but whoa, paladin over here. So all these cards are double-sided. I just picked one of the sides that looked interesting and laid them out down here. I have mostly been playing the rogue, which is the other side of the thief, because with a certain type of ability card, usually what that'll do is change your alignment. So it restricts how much you can use the card, but with the rogue, they can basically use that card whenever they like. So that has been fun playing with that. But my goal for today, we'll probably play a couple games. I'm going to go from, start at 7, we'll probably go to around 9. And what we will do is try to get over 40 points. That is my goal. I have so far, I think my highest is 36. I'd have to go back and look. I'm pretty sure it's 36. And so we're going to try to go past that. And which class do we think can do it? I am siding towards the druid. So the druid's ability is before the market phase. You may return one card from the discard pile, which is this pile right here. I'll flip it face up when we get started, and return it to the market. That seems potentially quite powerful, so that seemed good. The other one is the warrior right here. The warrior's ability is prepared. After buying an armor card, you may make the Constitution ability action. So the Constitution lets you lower or increase a die by 1. That seems pretty fun. We could do that one. We won't have to care about our int, wisdom, or charisma because we're a warrior. Who cares? The other one that we might potentially be interested in is, let me see. I mean, they're all pretty good. But I want to kind of narrow it down to 3 here. I'll just read off what they have. So the cleric is charitable. Once per round, you may pay 2 gold to take the wisdom attribute action. So that is the wisdom modifies your alignment. You can move it up, down, left, or right. The wizard, they're enigmatic. When discarding a card from the market, you gain 2 gold. You gain 4 gold instead of 2. You always gain 2 gold. That wouldn't be much of a power. You gain 4 gold instead of 2, which is nice. The thief is shrewd. When placing a gold die on your character sheet, gain 4 gold instead of 2. That is also nice. What do they need? They need int and charisma. They're pretty well balanced. The monk is also in here. The monk is enlightened. After discarding a card from the market, you may take any attribute action. So I think that's the third one that I'm going to push up to the top. We're going to be one of these 3. If anybody in chat has a preference, feel free to say so or not say so. Either way is just fine. Let's see. We're trying to get over 40. Having those 4 stars in the warrior is... So the warrior's strength. If you get the warrior's strength up to 18, you get 4 points at the end, which is very good. So we can maybe concentrate on strength. I do like the druid's ability to return a card from the discard pile. So when we set up the game, there are 2 stacks of cards. There's a 1-star stack and a 2-star, or a blip, or a pip, or whatever you want to call it. There's a 1 and a 2 stack. We take 7 cards out of each of those. We put them in the discard pile. So the druid can pretty much immediately start taking cards out. I think that's very interesting. I've never played anything quite like that. So I think I'm going to go with the druid for now, unless anyone has any objections. So we have our druid card here. It is time to pick our race. So I will take these here. We'll move them to the big screen. Here are all our starting ones. There. Look at them all. So we can be a halfling, dragonkin. We can be a human. We can be a dwarf, an orc, or we can be an elf. So what do we necessarily need? Everything is pretty much dead even. We would like wisdom and charisma because they have to be around 17 to 18. The ones that give, let's see, so the elf, let's just look through them one at a time. The elf gives a +2 to dex, a -2 to con. So that would mean we would need a 17 to 18 in con. That doesn't seem great. Put that one to the side. Let's look at the next one. So we have our orc here. So it gets a +2 to strength. It gets a -2 to intelligence. That's... Both of those are the lowest the druid needs to get. So the strength is 14 to 15. The int is 14 to 15. That's a maybe, I think. I'll put that in the maybe category, which is going to be over here. All right, we got the dwarf. The dwarf has a +2 constitution, but a -2 charisma. And since for charisma we need 17 to 18, that seems like a hard no. Hard no. The human. Pluses and nothing. Just all regular. So the human's always an option. Put that in the maybe pile. The dragonkin. So we get a +2 to dex, a -2 to dex, a +2 to strength. Again, strength is the lowest that we need. Dex is one of the highest, so that seems like a no. And the halfling, we get a -2 strength, but a +2 charisma. That certainly seems like an option because we need the 17 to 18 in charisma, but we need the 14 to 15 in strength, which basically just flip-flops those. So I think it seems like with all this stuff that human is probably our best bet. Yeah, I'm going to go with human. Put our human board right here. Ta-da! Get these other boards out of the way. Get our other classes out of the way. So we are a human druid. And we put this right there on our little class marker. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at how well that works out. This is our money right here. It's our 5 starting money. About this time, we can flip over what we've got in the discard pile. We'll take a look at that in just a second. But we have to get a backstory and an alignment card. So let's pick, these are pretty much very similar to each other. So I'm going to pick one at random. What would our druid human be? The chosen one. All right. I like that. The chosen one. It's a nice backstory. So what that means is you'll see there are colored little blocks in each of the categories. So we would need to score this one out. So we'll need a white thing, a white dice on the third part of strength. Then we'll need a green on the first of dex, a black on the second, blue on the third, so on and so forth down the line. So that's what that means. Now we have to choose an alignment card. This will get us, like, it's basically bonus points at the end. It could also get us negative points. So we're going to pick one of these at random. Let's pick this guy. Whoo! We have Psychopath. All right, that is an interesting combination with everything that we've picked so far. So we are the chosen one, but unfortunately, we are also a psychopath. Sometimes you can't choose who's the chosen one. Well, that's a little counterintuitive. Anyway, somebody else chose the chosen one. They chose a psychopath. All right, let's put this over by our alignment. So we want to be evil lawful. And we don't want to be chaotic good. So if we go up to chaotic good, these silver stars up here, that would be a -3. The other two are -1s. If we go down to the left, that's a +3 or +1s. And we will venture on that way. All right. So we have all of our things ready to begin. Before I forget to do that, I'm going to do that. I'll explain it later, so you don't just wonder what the heck I'm doing. So what would we choose? We chose green. Let's put our little green block right here. Keep our green block for scoring off camera. Get rid of our other blocks. And we are ready to set the scene. Is everybody ready to adventure? If anybody's seen one of these before, we are a small shop in a small fantasy town called Adventurers for Hire. And this is Sabin. Let us jump in to see what the conversation's like at Adventurers for Sale. Ding 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 ding. Oh, is that a new customer? Why, yes, I've heard you have adventures for sale. Well, indeed we do. Yes, we have all sorts of adventures. We have large ones and small ones and warrior ones, and we have a deal on human druids, if that's something that you'd be interested in. That would be exactly what I'd be interested in. How did you know? Oh, I just have a knack for that sort of thing. That's what we do. We please the customer. Yes. Excellent. Yes. A human druid. I need them for a certain gardening job, if you have one available. We certainly do. Yes, I will get on that right away. Meet me in the morning, and I will have your new adventure. Oh, I thank you very much. I am staying at the Lonely Log Inn. I will be back when the sun rises. Oh, yes, all right. Have a good day. Goodbye. Yes. Oh, that went well. Sabin. Oh, Dark Lord, you're here. I didn't know you were watching. Yes, Sabin. We have a new customer. Indeed we do. I sold off that body we dug up the other day. We can reanimate that druid and sell it off to this nice gentleman. Yes, indeed we can. That was a good job, Sabin. We don't even have to dig up a new body. No, sir. No more digging. I've done a lot of digging over the past week. Yes, you've done well. Okay, well, I will get the salt, we will make the pentagram, and we will begin reanimating. Good, Sabin. I am ready. Oh, yes, Dark Lord. Yes. I'll have it all ready in a second. Alrighty, so that is our backstory. We are playing Sabin. We are reanimating a human druid for our Dark Lord, who is fantastic, obviously. Why wouldn't he be? Don't anybody say he's not fantastic. We have a deal for our soul. Alright, anyway. So, this is the general setup of the game. These cards will be flipped to make the market. We have a gold die that we've taken out of the bag. This will, if we pick so we can pick either 1, 2, or 3 of the dice that come out of the bag. If we pick a 2 or a 3, we have to roll the dice, and we may eliminate some of the cards from the market. This is the bank up here. If we take a charisma attribute action, we get a sale from the market, and we kind of go from there. So the first thing we got to do is we got to roll 6 dice. And we got to get our starting character up and ready to go. We got our giant bag. You want to see the giant bag of dice? Ta-da! There it is. There's like, I don't even know how many dice come in this game. There are a lot of dice. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're also specifically looking for green dice, as that is we got none of them, but we are looking for green dice because that is what our class, we get bonus points at the end of the game for green dice. Alright, so this is what we rolled. We rolled a lot of 4s, a 2, and a 1. So we place that gold dice. We will get the 2 coins from that. Ding, ding. Whenever you place a gold dice, you get 2 coins. Let's see. So, is there anything that we can complete currently? We may be able to... Let's do a purple down in Charisma. When we place our beginner dice, we do not get the bonuses for placing dice in any of these statistics. Alright, we're going to place that guy there. So we placed the 2 purple die there because we needed a purple die in that second slot. You can only place a die in the second slot after you place one in the first slot, and so on and so forth. What else can we do? We don't want one in the decks because we don't have a green. We can put one in con to get ready if we roll a black. We could technically just get wisdom done. I mean, we are breeding a psychopath here. Let's see. How much do we need for wisdom? We need 17 to 18. So if we put all 3 of these dice in, then we would have 9, 13. We could also put all 3 of them in intelligence. That would make it so we can't re-roll. We could put them like this. But I think, because if we get a search die, we can change the color of this. And there are a few cards in the market that if we have all the same color, we get a bonus. So I think we're going to go for wisdom. And then I think we'll look to maybe increase these a little bit. Or, so we're already at 13. We would need very little to upgrade our wisdom. Actually, I'm going to go like this. We have all the intelligence that he will ever be. Or she. I guess the human is a female. We are making a female druid. The last one, don't think I want to use up my strength. I think I want to probably put it in con, which only needs a 15 or a 16. Although strength only needs a 14 to 15. So con, like I said, you can move it up or down 1. Strength, you can flip over a die, which is very, very good. I'm going to put it in con, just in case we roll a black die and want it. We can get it in there to be exactly what we want. Okay, so we've got our character all set up. Let's look through the discard pile. So we've got a longsword. So this, when scoring attribute goals, +1 value to all dice on your character color. We've got acrobatics. This is an ability that we can use. We move our, what's that called? What is this one called? Alignment. There we go. We move the alignment of 1, +1 face die, +1 value to one face die, -1 to a different die. It doesn't seem good. Leather gloves we can collect. Courageous when scoring attribute goals, +2 or -2 to any single attribute goal. No. Honest, gain 3 stars for each column on your character sheet with 4 or more of the same colored dice. That's so far pretty far away from that. Intimidate, before or after selecting an initiative card, re-roll the dice. Nah. When selecting an initiative card with gold on it, gain an additional gold. That's not bad. Chain Gorget. Part of the chain set. We want the green set. This is part of the red or white set. Compassion, gain 2 if your character sheet has dice of all 7 possible colors. That's something we might be able to do. Focused, gain 2 for each attribute row with 3 dice of the same face value. That's probably something we'll look to do. The longbow, after placing a die in the final space of a attribute row, you may take the attribute action an additional time. That's pretty good. Gain an additional star for every 2 dice of your class color. That could be excellent, but so far we have 0 of our class color. We don't need the chain. And greedy, you gain a star for every 4 gold you have. All right, we already gain a star for every 8 gold we have. That would obviously gain us, so for every 8 we gain 3 stars instead of just 1. Okay, so we need to seed the market. We have obnoxious, we have climb, and we have a blessed mace. Obnoxious is gain 2 stars for each attribute row with 3 of the same color dice. That was what I was talking about before. Climb, before or after selecting an initiative card, flip all dice in the dice pool to their opposite sides and reorder them. It doesn't seem great for single player, but you could make some use out of it, especially if they were all low and then you made them all high. When any player discards a card from the market, gain 1 gold. So if we think we're going to do a lot of discarding, the Blessed Mace would be great. Alright, so first we pull 3 dice out of the bag. And we get a 6, a 2, and a 2. I'm going to put this black dice first, then the red dice. Actually, I'm going to put the black dice second. And then we get our 6 at the end. Alright, so we got to figure out exactly what we want to do. And it says before the market phase, so that's after we picked one. So we could take the blue. Use Dex to switch it. No, it's not good. What would we like to do? So we can flip. So we could also take the black. The benefits of taking the black is that our con wants a second one in black, but then we're at 4 con. We need to get to 15 or 16, which is quite a bit higher. But it does also give us an additional gold, so I think that is pretty good. Pretty good. And then we can take the 6. 6 seems very good. And, oh, I forgot to put, this little block goes in the middle of our alignment. We start in the middle. We're trying to get over to that corner. Alright. So, this is really conflicting. Everything's 2, so there's no, the interesting thing about the Druid is there's no specific way we want to go. Initiative card with gold on it, gain additional gold. Alright. I'm going to take the 6, I think. I'll get another black at some point. Take the 6. I'm going to put the 6 in strength, and I'm going to flip this one over to a 6. So we have 10 there already. We just need 17 to 18, so we're well on our way to doing that. So, before the market phase, I'm going to add the Ancient Spear over to here, because I think that's something that I would like to purchase. Because it's when selecting the initiative card with gold on it, we get an additional gold, which would be great. But since we... Oh, this happens after. Hold on. All right, a 6. So that means we trash the Blessed Mace. So since we took the 3, what we do is we roll this gold die. On a 1 to 2, we trash the first. On a 3 to 4, we trash the second. And then 5 to 6, we trash the third. We bring our Ancient Mace in, and we were going to purchase it. So we have our Ancient Mace. I'll put it over here. Down there. That's going to cost us 2 gold. And this gets trashed. This gets discarded. These guys go back into the bag. And we begin our next round. Chain Helm, weak, and a pickpocket. So Chain Helm is just an armor. Weak is you gain 2 stars if your strength or constitution is 8 or less, which we can certainly do because everything just gains us 2 stars anyway. And then pickpocket, decrease the face value of 1 die on your character sheet by 1 to gain 2 gold. I like that a lot. But we will need something that boosts us up. So here are the ones that we got. We got a 1, a 4, and a 5. So since we got our Ancient Spear and we'll get 1 additional gold, we're going to take this 4. Where are we going to put that 4? Let's put the 4 in... I want to put it in con, but again, we want that black for con. Decrease the face value. Buy 1 to gain 1 gold. I don't think we need that. It's really, really good. I don't think we need the pickpocket. Since we took this one, we get the gold here. We get an additional gold from the bank because we have our Ancient Spear. And the 4 is going to go... Let's go on strength again. Let's flip this guy over to a 5. So I think we're going to try to make all our attributes. You don't have to. There's very valid strategies that don't have you making the attributes. But all right. So when we take the 2, we roll the gold die again. On a 1, we lose this card. On a 2, we lose this card. On a 3, we lose this card. So we will lose this card to the trash. And is there one we want to take out of here? 3 dice of the same face value. That could be good. We don't have any of his armor yet. That's still in there. I would take the armor if it was there. I don't think any of these are great. Actually, what I want to do right now, since I can get those out of there later, is I will burn this card. So I'm going to discard it to gain 2 gold. I'd like to have my gold around, so I have 9 right now. I'd like to have that gold around to be able to buy things on later turns. So this gets discarded. These guys go back to the bag. And play begins the next turn, where we will do a Jewel Dagger, Cure Wounds, or Chain Leggings. Alright, we know we do not need those. Oh, we still don't have any. So we got a 1, a 2, and a 6. We really want greens. We don't have any greens. Interesting. We could use that 1. That actually would be pretty good, but then we'd have to lower our strength by 1. But I think that, and then we also want to use that red, right? Because that gives us $2. And dollars are fun. That would be a 2. 2s are terrible, though. 2 is terrible on this board. I think I'm going to take the 1. Alright, I'm going to take the 1. I'm going to put it in strength, which flips it. So now we have a 16 in strength, so we need to lower that by 1 somehow before the end, but we're pretty much good with that. Alright, so we took the 1, so that doesn't affect the market at all. Is there something that we want to get out of the market? Ooh, let's take the pickpocket out. So we can pay our 2 gold. We can get our pickpocket. We can use it. So when we use it, we decrease our man. Why do I keep forgetting this? This is alignment. Ugh, I hate when I play D&D. I hate alignment, and it's just terrible. But in this game, it's fun. So we decrease our alignment, and we get to decrease the face value on 1 die of your character sheet by 1 to gain 2 gold. So it basically paid for itself. And now we have strength exactly where we want it. Huh, that worked out. Alright, so at the end of the turn, we get to flip this back around. This card gets trashed, and these cards get discarded. Alright, these guys go back in the bag. We're on to the next round. Moving right along. There we go. A Mystic Cloak. Sleight of hand, huh? So ideally I'd like a skill that pushes us up 1, because then we can keep using pickpocket to gain gold. The Mystic Cloak is good. I have never had a winning strategy where I took armor, though. Let's see what the 3. Maybe we'll pull out a green. We will not, because why would we? Well, they're all 4s. So we'd rather have a blue or a red. Does not matter. So since they're all the same, it makes the most sense to take this one, which gives us money. Money, 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 money. Still don't have a green, huh? Jeez. Let's put this in wisdom. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So that in wisdom. Then we could use pickpocket again. Okay. So we're going to put this in wisdom. That's going to allow us to move our alignment. Let's move our alignment back up 1. And then we can decrease the face value of one of our character dice. So I'm going to decrease the face value of this to a 5. We're still at 14. We gain 2 gold from that. Rolling in the money. And that will allow us to pay the 4 gold. We might as well try. Let's try the armor strategy. Why not? Boom. Armor. Mystic Cloak. So, if we only have 1 piece of this armor set, we only get 1 point. If we have 2 pieces, we get 3 points. If we have 3 pieces, we get 6 points. And we get a bonus star because we are a green class. Alright, so we can get 7 points if we get all 3, which is pretty good. So we're going to trash this guy. This guy moves to the bin. This guy gets corrected. And we will flip over 3 more. And we'll get those dice back in the bag. Ooh, loyal. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, this should have been moved back down because we used our pickpocket again. So, can we pull out a green die? They are in here. Nope. All right. That's great. Great. So, do we need a black die for any reason? We do. All right. So, let's order them like this. Let's put our 2 gold here. So we desperately want that loyalty because we're going to try to complete all of our attribute goals. Yeah, that's what we want. But we're going to pick the 4. We're going to put that in con. So that lets us decrease or increase one of our dice by 1. How do we want to do that? We need an increase in charisma or we're never going to make it. Because if we increase charisma by 1, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Yep. It's 9, 16, yep. Let's increase this guy to 5. So now that's 11, so we can put a 6 in there if we get a 6. We could do a 6 of any color, really. And that will fix our charisma. Fantastic. We get our 2 gold. We get to roll. We do not want a 2. Anything but a 2. Oh, God. Alright. We got a 2. We burned the only one we wanted. We get to gain a star for each skill card I have. That's actually not that bad. I mean, 3 for 1. Is there anything in here that I want to take out? So this is amazing. So this Cure Wounds, this would be really good. But it says increase the face value by 1 of your class color. Of your class color. We have no greens. We've seen no greens at all. You could get Climb, I guess. Acrobatics might be interesting. So this we could combo with Pickpocket. +1 value on a die, -1 value on another. Which basically what? If we combo that, it's a net -1. Which is not ideally what we want because we're trying to get all our things. Let's see what else we could put in here. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's not good. Column thing's probably not going to be good. Alright, we're not going to put one in. I think we're going to burn a card. Cunning would be okay. I just don't see it. We could always get Greedy. Greedy's always at the end. This is always, we just make a lot of money and be greedy. We can always put that out at the end. So I'm going to burn this one. It goes to the discard. I get 2. This one gets destroyed. And we're on to the next round. Leather boots. Heavy crossbow. And a quarterstaff. All things that we do not want. Can we get a green? Is it possible? It is not. They are all purple. Interesting. So we have 4, 5, or 6. Alright. I would like to take the 5. I'm going to put the 5 in Charisma. I know I have to bump it again, but I can do that. There are things that allow me to do that. Okay. The Wisdom's going to be the problem. I might not make Wisdom. But I will make Charisma. Because that's 16. I can bump it by 1. I need the $2 more than anything. Because it looks like we're going for a greedy strategy. Because I'm going to burn one of these. I'm going to burn... Oh, the heavy crossbow is good. But it needs 2 hands. So if there's a little 2-hand symbol, you have 2 hands to use your weapons. I already have 1 hand using my ancient spear. So I'm not going to use it. Alright, I'm going to burn the leather boots. Oh, get 2 more gold. This guy gets trashed. This guy gets sent to the discard. These guys go back in. And let's flip some cards. Clumsy. Honorable. Honorable is pretty good. Steadfast. So, gain 2 for each weapon card you have. If I get another weapon card, that could be good. That's 5 for 4 stars. Honorable is always good. Class color? Oh my god. Did I like take the green ones out? Is that what happened? Jeez. I think I need this 6. Alright, so what do we need? I think we need that 6. I would love to keep collecting our gold, but I don't think it is possible. Because if we put the 6 into con, then that gets that. We can upgrade our charisma by 1. That makes that good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I like that a lot. And our int is already good, right? No, our int is not good. Oh. Well, what the heck? Well, that was dumb. Who didn't put enough in int? Was it me at the very beginning? Could have been. Certainly could have been. So we want to somehow increase our score by 1. Interesting. We could do a switcheroo, which seems fine. Yeah, that's another way to do it. Okay, so we're going to take the 6. We're going to put our 6 in dex. And dex means we can switch any 2. So I'm going to switch this guy to int and this guy down to dex. So now we have the int that we need. We have 15 int. We don't have the dex we need. But, yeah, what are we going to do? So let's see which one that we lose. We lose Steadfast, the one I wanted to buy. Excellent, excellent. So let's discard Honorable because we might want to get it back later for the 2 gold. And then Clumsy gets burned. This guy goes back up here. These guys back in the bag. And we have to try to flip these. Search, there it is. The best card. Alright. Ooh, and knowledge is really good too. So search allows you to search the dice bag and exchange 1 die on your character sheet for a new die with the same face value. So you can change colors. We can find greens. And then knowledge is also very good. Increase or decrease the face value of a die on your character sheet by 1 or 2, which I think we will have to do. Can I roll a green? 2 greens. Oh, you spoil us. And they're 6s. That is nice. Okay, so we are definitely going to take that 6 in green. I didn't realize that was messed up. Alright, but we can do that. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, okay. It's 10. So we're going to take this 6. What are we going to do with it? We're going to put it in dex to switch out these 2. There you go. So now we have our green in the right spot, we have our black, we have a white, we have a blue. All we need is a red die on the last thing of wisdom. Nice. So we're almost all the way with our background goals. Right there. And we get our 2 gold. Excellent. And we have to roll our dice. We got a 1. So that eliminates search. Okay, well, all right. Is there anything we want to pick out? No, I think we want to buy knowledgeable because knowledgeable will push us over to the 3 stars. Gain a star for every 2 dice in your character sheet. No. So we want to buy this guy for 3. 1, 2, 3. Get him with pickpocket. So we're going to use knowledge, which kicks us over this way. So we're on the 3 stars for our psychopath. So I can increase or decrease the face value of a die on your character sheet by 2. And we wanted to do this so that we could... So our strength is done, right? We have 14. Our charisma is 16, so we need to increase that by 1. Our intelligence is 15, so that's fine. Our con is 9, so we can still grab a 6 and do that. Our dex is 10, we can still grab a 6. Our wisdom is 4, we need it to be 17 or 18. So I am going to increase this red guy by 2. Make it a 6. I think that works out. Alright, we'll put that back up at the end of the turn. We burn this guy. These guys go back to the bag. And we get 2 more money. Well, we don't get it. We might get it. So, I mean, this bag's got to be full of greens at this point. It is not. Okay. So we got a 2 and 2 4s. Does it matter for white or black? Does not. Does it matter? Oh, these should all be out. Leather. Mystic Robes. Alright, that's our second part of that set. And Nimble. Does it matter for white or black? Does not matter. Does it matter? So, one of these is 4, 4. We'll have to increase one of these by 2. Either way we go. I'm going to take the black one, because who cares? Alright, so we're doing it like that. We're going to take the 4 black, and we're going to put it in con, I think. We'll still need to increase our con by 2. Because that's 9. We'll have to get it to, this will be 13. We want it to 15, but we can if we can make use of knowledge again. So let's put that there. We can increase an attribute by 1, so we put that there to make sure charisma's done. All right. We get the 2 gold. Do we want to? We get to see if something gets eliminated. All right, Nimble gets eliminated. That's fine. I don't think we want anything out of there because 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to buy the robes. Nope, that goes up there. These guys, back in the bag. This guy gets burned. Let's put 2 more gold back up here. Let's Famous. Famous would let us use knowledge again. During final scoring, double the effect of your alignment card. Ooh, I like that. That's 3 points. I could also negotiate. Before or after selecting an initiative card, exchange 1 die on your character sheet with one of the initiative cards and whoa, that's good too. See what we get? Of course. Ooh, that's nice. 1, a 6, and a 6. So do you think we should take the 6? I think we want the 6. So, either negotiate or famous works out. Before or after selecting an initiative card, exchange 1 die on your character sheet with one of the initiative cards and reorder them. Is it directly after? Like, can I buy it and use it at the end of the turn? That's an interesting question. I have no idea. I assume you can. So we have 2 turns left. So if I do that, I don't think we need it. So let's see. So if we take the gold, then we will be good on. So let's say we put it in wisdom. We will be very much on our way to be good on wisdom. We just need a 5 or a 6. Is there anything that I need to alter? I need to alter con to be 2 higher. Int is already fine. Strength is fine. Charisma is fine. Alright, so I'm going to take this 6. I'm going to put it in wisdom. I'm going to have that move my alignment. Remembered it that time. My alignment over that way. That'll allow me to use knowledge again. So I get the $2 from this. I get to roll to see. We get a 2. Alright, so we're not negotiating, which is fine. I think I was going towards famous anyway. So we're going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to be famous. That moves our alignment again over. We're going to use knowledge. That moves our alignment back this way. And we can increase a die by 2. Let's increase this con to there. So then con is good, strength's good, con's good, int's good, charisma's good. So everything we have completed is good. Good. And, alright. So we've come to the end of the turn. This gets burned. These guys go back in the bag. We desperately want either... Yeah. I guess we can do it like that. So let's flip these guys over. We can be proud. We can open a lock. Or we can move silently. Let's put our 2. So we would like a red die, please. Of course not. So we got a 2, a 3, and a 5. How much money do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 12 money. Interesting. Whoa. So we have 12 money. 12 money. This is back. Like that. So if we have 12 money, we can do that. Still have to do it anyway. Just some mental math in my head. I don't know how much the final set of this is worth. I assume it's cost 4 because these two cost 4. I'm thinking of buying Greedy, which is plus gain a star for every 4 gold you have. But I don't have that much gold. I just don't have that much gold. So I don't think it's worth it. But I can get up. So I'm going to take this 3. I'm going to put it in Wisdom, which will knock... I'll go this way. I'll do Knowledge to push it back over here to the middle. Ooh. And then move this up to 2. Alright, so now our Wisdom is also where we want it to be. And we cannot buy... Just looking through here, see if there's anything we want to pull out of here to buy. So I could gain 2 stars for each attribute row with 3 same face die, which is none of the rows. Cure wounds, no. Leggings, no. Longbow, no. Gain a star for every 2 dice of your class color. I only have 1. Gain 2 stars if your character sheet has dice of all 7 colors. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do have all 7 colors. That seems pretty good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. But that moves me up. But I can move back down. Intimidate. That's not fine. That's not fine. I don't want Greedy. Okay, so I picked this one. I get the 2 gold from it. Let's see what's removed. So 4, so that means nothing is removed because on 4, 5, or 6 for the second thing, nothing happens. I'm going to put, I think, Compassionate back in. And I'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to buy that. That will bump me up. And then I will use Pickpocket to decrease the face value of 1 die on your character sheet to gain 2 gold. Which one do I have on the upper limit? I have int on the upper limit, so I'll knock that down to a 5. And I really want to roll a red one on this next one too. This goes back down. Okay. So, really want to roll a red. Really, really, really want to roll a red. So this gets torched. These guys get over here. These guys back in the bag. What do we got? Tower Shield, Concentrate. Oh no! Our last card is the extra one to this Mystic Robes. Oh, that's awful. That's gonna hurt us a lot. We were really counting on that one. These guys go back up. Well, let's see what we roll. Hopefully it is we want a red. Nope, no reds. Great. Oh my god. Wow, this just really fell apart at the end of the game. Okay. So I'd like to take the green because at least it gets me a point. If I had had a red in any of the last 2 to 3 turns, I could have put it in Dex and switched it out to be the place in Wisdom. I need to do Knowledge to increase by 1 or 2. So the 3 would increase to a 5. I'm still not going to make Dex. Either way, I do not make Dex. I cannot do it. So if I gain the 2 gold, I can switch 2 cards. Hold on, maybe I can do it. So Wisdom is at the lower limit, right? Right. Charisma is at the upper limit? No. Charisma is also at the lower limit. Okay. Int is at the lower limit. Everything's at the lower limit. Oh, man. Because what I could do is I could take the 3, I could upgrade it to a 5, put it in Dex, and switch it with a 6 that didn't need to be a 6. But that didn't work out. I can still put it in Dex. So I'm going to take the 1. Because Dex is just not happening. I'll increase that by 2. Because I need to get over here to be my famous psychopath. And I still get my action that I can switch to. So I'm going to switch this with this. So that stuff's all the same, and we get our red there that we needed. Yeah. Alright, I get the 2 gold from this. And is there anything that can give me points? Counts as additional armor set. Oh, wow, I should just read the cards. Reading cards helps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I gotta roll the die. Don't be a... Oh. This gets burned. I get my $5 back. Wow. Wow, is that bad? Alright, is there anything that can give me any kind of points? Because I want to have 8 to get that bonus point. That means I have 4 left over that I could buy something. This seems fine. I could buy this. Cunning. That gives me 2 points here. Focus doesn't do anything. Let's see what other kind of traits. I could do assess to gain an additional 1 for every 2 dice of your class color. That's just 1. Or, interesting. The other thing is getting a longsword. When scoring a tribute goes +1 value to all dice of your class color. They both, both of these cards give me 2 points. either cunning or longsword. So the longsword would increase that to a 4, that to a 7. So I'd have 15. Oh, I'm way short. No, that doesn't work anyway. Cunning it is. 1, 2, 3. Samari against the wall. That trait doesn't bother me. Let's just put it over here so that you can see it. This gets trashed. This gets discarded. There it is, the Mystic Cowl. That would have gotten me 3 points instead of 2. Wow. Alright, let us count up our points. So, on the handy dandy back of your play sheet, you get a score tracker. So let me get, just so we don't miss anything, let me get the rules out, and we'll go through final scoring. First, we get 1 for every 8 gold we have, so we get 1. Alright, final scoring. Attribute goals. Let's see what we needed. So we have a 14 in strength. That's what we needed. That's 2 points. We have a 13 in dex. That is not what we needed. We have a 15 in con. That is what we needed. We have a 14 in intelligence. That's what we needed. We have a 17 in wisdom. That's what we needed. And we have a 17 in charisma. That is also what we needed. Alright, those are our attribute goals. Our class color dice. We have 2. Gain 1 point for each one you got. The alignment card, we have 3 points. 1, 2, 3. The backstory card, we have matched all of our colors. So that's going to give us 6 points. So we're at 22. Armor cards are going to give me another 3 points. We're at 25. And our trait cards. Okay, so famous. During final scoring, double the effect of your alignment card, so we get an additional 3. Compassionate. Gain 2 stars if your character sheet has dice of all 7 possible colors. It does. We gain 2. And cunning. Gain a star for each skill card you have. We have 2. So we are at 32. And I think that is it. 32. That's tough. Oh, we get an extra star for this because we are green. So we're at 33. Alright, so a fairly well played game. If we could have, we left points all over the place. If we could have increased that dex, that's another 2 points right there. If we get the robes instead of the cunning, we get another point right there. So we're up to 36. We're almost to 40. Oh, we'd be just short of 40. But anyway, so that is our first playthrough of Role Player. Alright, I think we're gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna go to 9, so we're gonna break it down and start it again. While I break it down, another shout out. We had Beat the Robinsons. They followed last night. Big thank you to Beat the Robinsons for following. Go check out their channel if you have a chance. They talk about and play a lot of board games. Well, let's take these guys back. Let's take all these guys back. If anybody has any suggestions on what you want to see as far as races or classes or different things like that, throw them up in the chat. That would be fine. The biggest thing is, we rolled no greens. If we had even just a semblance of the statistical probability of getting a green, if that was just on point, I think we would have scored a lot higher. We didn't even see a green until most of the way through the game. So I think our customer will be very happy with their human druid. Made a good chunk of change there for Sabin and his Dark Lord. They charge 1 gold for an adventure, if you didn't know. But that's fine, because they get the bodies for free. And it's kind of fun, reanimating corpses, channeling dark energy, sending that out into the world. It's always a good time, right? So, I mean, you get paid for your passion, right? You never have to work a day in your life. That's what they say. I mean, Saban has to work, I think. I don't think his passion is to be oppressed by a Dark Lord. But the Dark Lord has a good time. Alright, backgrounds and alignments are all shuffled up again. So we have to take these cards and put them into two piles. One for the 2s. Those are all the 2s. These are all the 1s. So that's a 1, that's a 1. That's a 2. These guys are 2 and 1. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 1. 2, 2. 1. 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Since I had played so much of the rogue that, you know, you can just buy a bunch of abilities and do whatever you want because you don't have to move your alignment. It was interesting to see it play, you know, trying to make the combos to keep doing what I wanted to do with my ability cards. But it was good. It was fun. One there. We start with 5 gold. How about we get that gold on camera? There we go. So let's shuffle up these decks. I wonder if I ever used my charisma bonus. Charisma bonus makes it cost 1 less to buy in the market. I might have missed that, or I might have just burned the card when I did it. That is another possibility. Do. You were the chosen one. Oh, forgot to put my backstory card back in. And then what class should we do? I feel like trying the warrior. After buying an armor card, you may make a constitution. See, the thing about being the warrior, you dump so many cards in the beginning that you might get screwed just from the shuffle. But let's try it. Let's try the warrior. Why not? And then what would make a good warrior? I'm trying to get these cards back. Alright, so our human probably wouldn't be the bestest of warriors. So we want con and we want strength. So strength -2, no. Strength +2 is good. Strength +2 is good. And then con negative, con plus. We can technically... Ooh, let's try the dwarf. I like the dwarf. I have something in mind for this dwarf. Alright, so we're making a dwarf warrior. There he is. Or she. Yep, she. Oh, there's a backside with the other sex. Alright, but we'll make a beautiful dwarf female. She will be strong and mighty, be able to withstand all. Whoop. Alright, we're just shuffling up cards, There's our warrior. We'll check back in with Saban and the Dark Lord in just a second. See what they're up to. Saban. Yes, Dark Lord. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of that. Hope everybody's morning is going well. It's kind of cloudy here. Ho-hum day. Got a lot planned for today though. And it's Saturday, which is always nice. Hopefully people have the day off from work. But if not, hope you have a good day at work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 2 cards. These are the 1 cards, right? Yeah. This is the discard. This is that. We burn the top one. We burned Obnoxious. Gain 2 for each attribute roll with 3 of the same colored dice, which is fine. We probably weren't going to do that anyway. Alright, we got all that. Let's set up this here. Ding. So, let's choose our backstory. What will be the tale of our dwarf warrior? The lost soul. Ooh, poor dwarf. Well, if Sabin and the Dark Lord came on you, you know, that is quite the lost soul. And the alignment is a scoundrel. All right, we want to just go straight down. Wow, this really turned. We had our nice, honorable, assumably, dwarf warrior, but now it's a lost soul scoundrel. So that's how that's going to play. We don't need our June anymore. Put this stuff to the side. Get our bag of dice. And we are ready to go. All right, before we proceed, let's look in with our conversations at Adventures for Hire, already in progress. And that's when he offered me his soul. Like I would want his soul. I have souls everywhere. I have souls upon souls. Oh, Dark Lord, we have a new customer. Quiet. Hello. I am looking for Dwarf Warrior. I've heard you did very good job with that druid that helped that other fellow with the gardening thing. So I've come to see what I may be able to get. It is just a gold, correct? Oh yes, just a gold. And we have many types of adventures for sale, including dwarf warriors. That would be just fine. You can pay the deposit now, and then I guess it would be 5 silver now and 5 silver when we're done. Oh, it does sound like a good deal. I did find this gold on the ground, so I might as well give it a shot. Yes, thank you. Very good. All right, I will see you when the sun rises. We will have your dwarf warrior. Thank you. Goodbye. Sabin. Yes, Dark Lord. Get the shovel. Oh, yes, Dark Lord. I will get the shovel. There is a body in Ashenvale. Oh, Dark Lord. Ashenvale is a 5-hour ride on horse. This is not. We couldn't get just a short human and pass it off as a. No, Sabin. Thee needs a dwarf warrior. I have just the body in Ashenvale. Yes, Dark Lord. Anything you need, Dark Lord, I am always at your service. Okay. So Sabin is rushing off to Ashenvale to get our body for our dwarf warrior. While he's doing that, let's get everything ready. So, first thing we do is we roll 6 dice. There, well, that was 6 right there. What a good pick. Of course, we get none of our color, but we do get 3 golds. All right, that was terrible. That is really bad. Okay, well, I mean, I think we're going to put a lot in int, wisdom, and charisma because we do get a lot of money, which is nice. So let's put the 1 in. We probably don't need the bonus for. Probably don't need the bonus for the market thing because we're going to get $6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Money. We can't do any of our goals, which is great. So we could put probably 2 in each and then maybe 1 in con. So I'm going to put this in con. And these are just going to be terrible. So which one would I like to have be least terrible? Alright, I'm going to do it like this, so at least we have our blue locked in. And then I'll do int and wisdom, so we can redo those. Okay. That is our start. Those were different roles. But let's see. First, let's see what's in what we have removed from the game. Loyal, we're not going to do all our tribute goals anyway. Mystic Cloak, 4 of each color. Star for each skill. Extra gold. Those, that's not good because we want red. Oh, 3 of the pieces are out. That's not good. There is a card in here that'll let us take cards back out. Steadfast. Overall, not awful. We also wanted focused. Man. Wow, that was a really bad thing for us. Alright, well. Nothing we can do now. Let's flip 2 cards. We can do Reckless. That would be incredibly good for us. Oh, and the chain leggings. Okay, so we are a warrior. So when buying an armor card, you may make a Constitution ability check. I think we want Reckless, though. I think we need Reckless because, well, let's get our dice first. Oh, I took too many. Okay. More gold. Oh no. Does. Trace. Okay. So, I think we're going to take the 1, put it in Wisdom, or put it in Int. Int's a reroll? I don't want that. Let's take the 1 and put it in Wisdom. We will move... Actually, no, I don't want to... I want to put it in Int. And I would not like to do the reroll, I think. I'm going to skip that ability. We're going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I didn't take 2 gold. Because I took a gold. Alright, we will take Reckless. That will push us over 1. Because I should have 7. Yep. So Reckless, you gain 2 stars for each attribute you score that is 5 or less. So that is a way for us to make our Int, Wisdom, and Charisma higher. So we already will score that out on Charisma. Because our Charisma is currently a 3. Not a friendly dwarf in the least bit. But this is our lot in life. We're going for the bad things. Pickpocket, leather gloves, and weak. Alright. So our strength and con assumably will be higher. So we don't want weak. We don't want our leather gloves. Do we want pickpocket? That is decrease the face. Ooh, that is pretty good. Alright, we got a 2, a 3, and a 5. I think I want to take the 5. No. I could take the 5, put it in Int, and then keep decreasing it to gain a gold. It doesn't seem awful. But... Oh, I put my things in the wrong place. Oh no! We've already messed this all up. These... No, this should have been opposite. It should have been like this. Because the blue is there, the green is there. That's what I wanted to do. So that should have been opposite. Which doesn't affect anything. So do I want this 5? I think I do want the 5. I'm going to take the 5. I'm going to put it here for now. I'm going to be very hopeful that we can switch it at some point in time. And I can increase or decrease something by 1. This already has... I think we already lost the one that you can be... Completed all my goals. Skill cards. Gain 2 for each attribute roll with 3 dice of the same face value. Yeah, so we already lost that. That's what I wanted. So pickpocket would be good. Alright. I'm going to still take the 5, put it there. I'm going to lower this by 1. And we'll do it that way. I'm going to pay the 2 gold for the pickpocket. Oh no, I had to roll first. I took the 3rd one. Oh, where'd my gold die go? I lost it. Put it back in the bag. Oh, alright. Well, I lost it anyway. So I'm just going to burn. I'll burn weak. This will go here. I'll get $2. Ugh. Well, that was not a good turn. And we still have no 3s. Alright, so we got a 2. Do we need green or black? We would like a black. We'd actually like that 2 more than anything. Ooh, foolish is good. Foolish is good. Heavy crossbow's good. I would like this guy. Put it right there to make sure our int is below 5. I can gain foolish, which gives me a straight up 2. Move any 1 dice to any empty space. No. Alright, I'm going to pay 2 to buy foolish. That pushes me 1 to the side, but I already have it to the side. So I gain 2 if either my wisdom or intelligence is at 8 or less, which of course it is. Excellent. This gets burned. That gets over there. Take our 2 dice back in. And we're rolling. Leather boots. Cure wounds. Quarterstaff. That's not bad. Quarterstaff isn't awful. What do we want? We're a scoundrel, so we definitely don't want cure wounds. I actually don't even have any of my dice color yet. Of course, now I'm drawing greens, because why wouldn't that be a thing? I do want that 6 though. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 6, put it in strength. I can flip over any one thing. Nah, I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's see which one gets burned off. The 4, so that's cure wounds. I'm going to destroy the quarterstaff to get 2. Leather boots get trashed. Back in the bag. Intimidate. Courageous. Dedicated. Get 2 if you have at least 1 weapon card, 1 skill card, 2 trade cards, and 1 armor card. I don't know about that one. Alright, hey, I finally got one of my class ones. So, I do need a 2. I also need this 6. Oh, I need the 6 though. The 6 is more important for points. Take the 6. Put it there. See which one gets burned. 5. Dedicated gets burned. And scoring attribute goals. You get +2 or -2 to any single attribute score. It doesn't seem great. I don't think any of these are great. I'm going to burn this for $2. And this will get trashed. Back on the road. I wonder if Sabin has made it to Ashenvale yet. I doubt it. +1, -1 thing's pretty good. But ideally I want something that pushes me down. Hey, I got another red. And it's a 4. So I'll do 2, 4, 4. Alright. This is definitely what I wanted. Yep. So I'm going to take the 4. I'm going to put it in Dex, which allows me to switch any 2. There are not 2 currently that I want to switch. Yeah, so we'll leave it like that. But it gets our red right there where we need it. To get those 6 sweet points, we get a 1 from here. Let's see if we remove a card from the row. We remove 4, which is, nope, that's safe in this one. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 is safe. Okay, when selecting an issue card with gold on it, we get additional gold. It's a little late to be getting that, I think. Man, these are all up. They all go towards good. I don't know why acrobatics is such a good thing. I need something that goes down. And preferably to the left. Those do not seem to be in high supply here. Also, -1 is not great. None of these are great. Alright, I guess I'm burning another one, I guess. Torch the Ancient Spear. And then this will go to there, this will go here, and I get 2 gold. This has been a very weird round. Just go back in. I have no idea how this is going to score. Ooh, move silently goes down. Yay. It would be interesting to do a warrior and just basically buy all the things. Ooh. Look at this. They all came up 3s. Huh. What does move silently? Instead of purchasing from the market, you may purchase a card from the market discard pile. Alright, I want that desperately. I want that very badly. So I would like to take the red because I get points from it. So I'm going to put the red here. I'm going to put white and green. It doesn't really matter. I'll take the red. I'll put it in charisma because charisma gets a -2 anyway. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We will move silently. That is amazing. So now we can buy things from the market discard pile. So things that we want to buy: chain leggings, chain helm, chain vambraces, and chain tunic. They're all 3? Yes. And then we also want to get, oh, it might be a little bit too late. We'll find that out though. We also want to get acrobatics. Yeah. Alright. This guy gets torched. This guy goes in here. I'm just putting them on the bottom because I have all the things I want on the top. These guys go in here. We flip over 3 cards. This might be a little late to do this, but let's see. Alright, well, that makes it easy. We can buy the chain. We'll get 3. Interesting. So we get a 2, a 5, and a 6. So I would definitely like to use that 5. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take the 5 and be a little bit risky. I get the $1, I get $2. We have a 1 out of 6 chance we get really screwed, but we can always use move silently to not get really screwed. And where did I put it? I put it in, I wanted to put it in con. Did I put it in dex? I wanted to put it in con. So con there, I can increase or decrease. I'm going to increase my dex by 1, I think. Alright, let's see if I get screwed. I do not. It's close. This gets trashed. And I will buy this bad boy for 3. Okay. Got 1 part of my set. This goes back. So I got 4 more buys. Whoop! Rogue dice. 3, 4, 5. Search. Obsessed. Envious. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Gain 1 for every 2 gold. It's not bad, really. It's 3 right there. Well, it's 2 right now. It could be 3. So the white, I need to take the white. So I'm going to take the white. I'm going to put the white in Dex, which allows me to flip-flop any 2. So allows me to do this. Yep. So we have everything except a green down here. That's good. I'm going to use move silently. Oh, well, we got to get rid of a card first. We got rid of this guy. Search. I'm going to use move silently, which pushes me down. And I can buy from the pile. So this might be my only time to buy if I don't take the acrobatics. Or I could get something that pushes me up. I need something that pushes me up so I can go down. Is there anything else in here that pushes me up? I'm looking through here. Need to go up so we can... Alright, there's nothing else. So the acrobatics is the only thing that I could take. I have to spend 3 for it. Alright. I think I have to do it this way. 1, 2, 3. Buy the acrobatics with my move silently thing. I'm going to use my acrobatics to go up. +1 value to one face. That do a 6. -1 value to another. That do a 2. Alrighty. Those are those. I can only flip 1 on my turn, so I'll flip this guy. This guy gets trashed. This guy gets put into here. These guys go back in the bag. And we have 3 more turns. We get a longbow, negotiate, and a tower shield. Right, I don't want any of those. Just want a green die. Ooh, a green die. A 4. Alright. Well, we might as well put the 4 in a place that it gives us money, because we will need money. Alright. So let's take the 4. We got to put it in charisma. With a -2 to charisma, I am still under that 5 threshold for recklessness. So I can get points out of those. And then I get my dollar from here. I'm going to use my move silently to move this down. I will pay $3 to buy the... Let's buy the tunic, I guess. Oh, I forgot I could use a thing. Oh man, I forgot my card ability. After buying an armor card, you may make a Constitution ability thing. I actually don't want to make. Oh, it's only Constitution. For some reason, I thought it was just any of the actions, but that was another character. Okay, it's just Constitution. Is there any kind of Constitution that I want to do? Which is a +1 or a -1. I mean, I might as well use it, right? Put this down to a 3. Doesn't really matter. But we've rolled pretty good that way. Alright, so this guy gets trashed. These guys get put into here. These guys go back in the bag. I've got all of my colors. I've got everything that I wanted to get there. Famous, greedy, an open lock. I get to move one of these back. I think it has to be this one. Yeah. My dice are a 2, a 4, and a 5. Put a 1 on this. Okay, so if we pick out the... I can take the 5, because then I can use my acrobatics to make it a 6, and we're good on strength. I like that. Yep. Let's take the 5. Even though it's black. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Alright, so we put that there. We are going to use our acrobatics. Kick up 1. Make this a 6. And then we'll make this a 2. Fantastic. I'm going to probably burn something. Draw 1 card from the... No. I don't care about any of these. Let's burn that. $50. This guy gets trash. This guy goes there. Concentrate. Mystical. And compassionate. Oh, this will be interesting. What gets me the most points? We want to move silently back up here. Interesting. Concentrate gains me 2 points. Soda's getting another. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 5. So compassionate. Gain 2 if your character sheet has all the 7 possible colors. Which I believe it does. 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Does have all the 7 possible colors. So if I buy another chain tunic, I get... Well, let's see. We have to make sure Dex goes off, right? So I think we have to buy the 5. Would that give us enough? Yes. So let's take the 5. Let's put it in here. We can switch any 2 things, but I don't think we want to. Yeah, there's no reason to. That kills off a card. Let's see what we got. So it kills off this one. And then... What was I thinking of doing? So if I buy... Ideally, I would like to have something that kicks me over for the attribute thing. I don't have... Ooh, I could also buy a tower shield. But that's just a more expensive version. Because I can already buy this stuff. Yeah. I think the best thing to do is buy another piece of armor. That seems like what will give me the most points. So let's do our move silently. Let's kick that down again. We're not going to be able to make it over to our 3, but we've got our 1. We'll spend 3 gold to do... Let's get the helm. Why not, right? Alright. So we got 3 of those sets. That's 9 gold for 4 points, or 5 points. That's not bad. A 2 for 1 is usually okay. This gets torched. This gets over here, and we have concluded. What was our last one? Knowledge. Knowledge would have been great. Doesn't matter. Everything that we would have done on that last turn basically got us 2 points. That's basically what it did. We'll move all this stuff up. We get to flip over our little thing right here, and let's count up our points. So we didn't make any points this time on gold. Where did, there it is. Let's go through the list that they have in the rule book so I don't miss anything. Alright, so attribute goals. We have 18 in strength, which gives us 4 points. Bam. We have a 16 in dex, which gives us 2 points. Bam. We have a 17 in con, which gives us 3 points. And we didn't get any of the other stuff. We have a 5, and a 3 in our other, sometimes you're just good at what you're good at. That's how that's going to be. So for our class dice, we only had 2 of the reds. So that's 2 points there. Today the class dice have really been coming up short. But that's okay. The next thing, the backstory card. So we have our purple, our red, our white, our black, our blue, and our green. So that indicates 6 points there. We're up to 17. So the armor cards. So players are... Yep. So you don't own it for each of these, right? That's so weird. These just seem like... They pay out okay, I guess. So we get 4, plus we're a red class, so we actually get 5. The payout for these just seems... The armor just seems a little bit low. And then trait cards. So, Foolish. We gain 2 stars if we had an intelligence or wisdom 8 or below. We certainly did. And then we get 2 points for every attribute score that is 5 or less. So we had 3 in that, so we get another 6. So that is only a 30. Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. I think a lot of it goes into... We didn't use the warrior's ability at all. So, I mean, if you can't leverage that for any kind of points, you're just going to get that 30. But, I mean, that's how it's going to go sometimes. I just never... There's got to be a way to do it. If anybody has any strategy to using how do you use these armor cards as best as you can. Like I can see, if you get 5, then you get 10 points. So these are all 3 per, so you'd cost 15 for the whole set. You're getting 11 with the bonus for being that class. That's, 11 points for 15 gold is a good return. I mean, your best return is usually 1 for 1. A good return is 2 gold for 1 point. And then you kind of... Anything worse than that is not great. So that's where we have on that one. So let me just... We will play one more quick game. We'll breeze through. And we'll try a new combination. Our dwarf was incredibly strong. Had an epic constitution. As dexterous as anyone else. But lacked any other quality that one could attribute to a person. So we'll put these up here. We'll split those up. We'll get these guys off camera. So I'm trying to think which... If anybody has a preference on which class to play next, please let me know. I'll pull the classes out here so people can see them. Alright, so we have Monk, Cleric, Wizard, Thief. They're all right here. Ta-da! You may pay 2 gold. I like the Cleric, actually. I think the Cleric sounds super interesting. So at the Cleric, once per round, you may pay 2 gold to take the Wisdom attribute action. So that means you can really shift your alignment around quite a bit. So I think I'm going to try for... Let's try for the Cleric. That sounds kind of fun. Alright, so we take these guys back, take those back, this guy goes back. But this is, if, like I said in the beginning of the stream, if this game just came out with an expansion, if you want to pick that up, you can go over to Thunderworks website, and it doesn't even look like they're taking pre-orders anymore. I think they're just taking orders. Because I think some of the Kickstarter people has already gotten their shipment in. I'll just shuffle these up real quick. And I will pick it up very soon. Shuffle up our backgrounds. Alright, that's all set. So for our Cleric, what kind of race should our Cleric be? So the Clerics need Wisdom as their highest score. They get 4 points if they have a Wisdom of 18. And then the other things they get... Dex, Con, they don't really care. Is there anything with a plus Dex? Minus Con's not good. Just 2 Dex. Nothing really with a good plus dex that wouldn't kill us on the other hand. We have a +2 strength, -2 dex. That doesn't seem good. We have a +2 strength, -2 int. That might be okay. Maybe we'll be an orc and cleric. I mean, it's kind of fun. Let's do that. Orc cleric. The wisdom of the Orcan tribe brought back, and she has honed her clerical abilities. Let's take all these stuff off, make these into 2 piles. Alright, our goal is still to try to get to 40. That has been our goal all day. We have failed miserably, but that's okay. 40 seems, if you're very, very good at the game, seems you can attain it maybe on average. But it seems like a high score from what I'm seeing other people's scores are up online and different things like that. Let's see what we got over here. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2s. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But if I can get a bunch of money, and then we can just start, we can use that money to move around our alignment. And I think that could be fun. Because 1, it can get us more points. So if we're on a 1, we can go to the 3 for 2 gold. Like I said, a 1-for-1 switch is great. It's fantastic. These are the 2s, right? Yeah. And white, we can still try to collect armor. I mean, we're the same armor thing that we were before, but we just want to make sure the armor doesn't get destroyed in here. Oh, no armor in there yet. Okay. Let's do the 1 pile. One pile. Let's take out, that's 5, 6, 7. Put this guy on top. Any armor in here that got taken out? No. We lost no armor. Now that is very interesting. Let's see what our backstory is going to be. I'll choose one at random. Let's choose this guy. Alright, persecuted. Ah, yes, as an Orcan cleric would be. Very thematic. And then narcissistic. Oh, well. Wow. Only the 1 spot. That perfect spot. Alright. Well, I'm glad we're a cleric and we can manipulate that. Put that in the middle. I mean, maybe we shouldn't have been such a narcissist, and we wouldn't have been quite as persecuted, but I mean, when you're the best, what can you do? You know? Just comes with the territory. Alright. So, we are pretty much good to go. So, let's see who's coming into the shop today with adventures for hire.
Hello. Is this adventures for hire?
Oh, why you said, oh my. Are you an orc? Hopefully a half orc, at least. How did you even get in here?
I've come under the cover of night. I need an Orcan cleric. Only an orc will do. I cannot find one throughout the lands. Our last cleric perished horribly.
That is something that happens when you are a dreadful orc tribe. Yes, but we can certainly help you. We can get you an Orcan cleric. That would be 4 gold.
4 gold. A price I am very willing to pay.
Oh, that is excellent. All right, well, come back in the dawn, or no, come back next evening when no one can see you coming in. That would be great. And we will get you your orc and cleric.
Thank you.
All right, goodbye now.
Sabin.
Oh, yes, Dark Lord. Yeah, what can I do for you? You, I assume, heard the news. We've been tasked to get an orc and cleric.
Yes, Sabin. We will sell back the orcs their own cleric.
How will we do that?
I know where the last cleric is buried. Sabin.
Yes, I know, Dark Lord.
Sabin, get the shovel.
Yeah. Yes, Dark Lord, I will get the shovel. All right. So we need an orc and cleric. And only an orc and cleric will do. And we gotta deliver. So, let's see. First things first. Shuffle through our dice. Pick out 6 of them. That's 5? No, it's 4. Alright, we have one. We have one that's our class die. That is much better than how we've been doing. And these are pretty decent rolls. Alright. So, what do we need? We need wisdom. So let's put this 6 in wisdom. That just makes sense because we're gonna have to do 6, 6, 6 right through there. The next one, we don't really need reds in any specific places. So if we get con to 15 or 16, our throwaway stats are int and charisma. We don't really care if we lose the ones there. So if we do con as the 5, that's fine. Because we can get 2 more 5s and that'll be good. If we do, everything else is going to be a bit lackluster. So we don't want to put any of these in charisma because none of them are blue. We want a blue to be our first charisma. We can put them all in strength, and that would make 9, 11, and then just try to alter them. That seems bad. That seems pretty bad. We don't care about int, so let's put these 2 guys and this guy in int. Int doesn't do us much good anyway. And then let's put the 4 in strength. Or dex? Nah, strength. Because we got a +2 strength anyway. Okay. That is our beginning layout. We'll flip over 3 cards. Oh, sorry. I had to burn a card. This should be in the trash over here. Make it a little bit closer. So this will be the first card. That will be the second card. This will be the third card. Okay, so we can be intimidating, which seems on par for our orc and cleric. We can re-roll any number of dice in the dice pool and reorder them. Courageous, +2 or -2 on any ability score. Let's take our 5 gold for the beginning of the game. Or we can be dedicated. I mean, this is the time to be dedicated if we're going to be dedicated. I don't think any of these cards, I think I'd rather have money at the current point. So let's see what we get for our dice. Alright, we get no whites, which is what we really want. We have no purples, which would be another good color. Let's take the 6. Let's take the 6 and put it in wisdom. Yeah. Alright. We're going to take the 6. We're going to put it in wisdom. We can move around our... Well, let's just move it down to the 3. I mean, we might as well, right? We couldn't get another thing that brings us down, but that doesn't matter. Alright. That will eliminate a card. That will eliminate this card. That gets trashed. We do not want to buy a card, so let's get rid of this. This gets trashed. We get $2 because we got rid of a card instead of buying one. That goes back there. These go back into the pile. And we flip over 3 new cards. Alright, we can be honest. Gain 3 for each column on your character. sheet that has 4 or more of the same color dice. I mean, if we get search, that could be very powerful. Foolish. Gain if your intelligence or wisdom is a score 8 or less. Yeah. That's already getting us 2 points. So $2 for 2 points is a no-brainer. We also have the chained helm. Let's see what we get for dice. We get these guys. 3, 4, 6. Huh. Like a black 6 to end wisdom with. I don't have a white. None of those there. I could take the blue. I think I'd rather have the money though. Oh, but I could do that. Alright, I'm going to take the blue. I'm going to put it in charisma. So I get $1. We get to roll 2. So unfortunately the chain helm is out. Which I think I wanted to buy foolish anyway. I will spend, I use charisma, so I only have to spend $1, not 2. We get to be a little bit foolish and push our allegiance over that way. So this guy gets burned. These guys go back in the bag. And we flip. Interesting. I am not going to complete all my loyalty goals. Reckless seems a little bit... Ooh, interesting. Okay. And this gets another gold. So we could try to do reckless. I mean, if we do reckless, we got to get at least 6 points from it. And we're only looking at probably getting 4 points from it. We could definitely get 2 points from it, but that's a horrible exchange rate. Loyal would be good, but we're never going to get that. We could get the cloak for no reason. Alright, it looks like it's another burn. So we're going to take this one. Let's place it in strength, where we can flip it. We get a gold. We get to roll the die to lose 1. We don't lose 1 because we took the second. Let's put that back here. Let's burn reckless. So maybe we'll get it back later. That goes there. That goes there. I get 2 gold for burning a card. And we move on to our next turn, which is chain leggings. This is where I think I might want to be picking up the armor. Let's see what kind of... Man, no whites. We roll literally whatever. Oh, we got to take this. All right, we got to take this 6. That really keys us off in wisdom, so that's locked in 4 points. And we do not want to roll a 1 or 2. Oh my god. It's like the 3rd time. All right, well, I guess we're not picking up armor. Armor is not a thing that we're going to be doing. Do we want to buy any of this? So gain 2 for each attribute roll with 3 of the same color dice. That's going to be really rough. I don't think that's doable. So let's burn this. Put this over here. We get 2 more bucks. I don't know what we're amassing all this money to do, though. That's the biggest question. Alright, we could be weak. We probably won't be. Alright. Climb. We could flip all dice in the dice pool. This is just bad. This is just bad. Alright, let's see what our dice are. What we really want is search. We want search. And ideally we want, some of the things from our own class color. Are these any of the colors that we need? No. Okay. 2. Put a blue here and a black there. Okay. So I think I'm going to use the blue 4. Yeah. I'm going to use the blue 4. And I'm going to put it in Dex. I don't think there's any I want to switch at the current moment. But that'll get us, if we roll a purple, then we'll be able to put it in. We get rid of 1, which is weak, which we didn't want anyway. We don't want either of these cards. So let's burn Longsword. That gets over there, we get 2 gold. We're amassing a steady stream of gold. We at least have that. Greens. Oh man. We need search something bad. Okay. Alright. That's interesting. Because, I mean, cunning can be a ridiculous amount of points, but you're also paying a lot of points to do it. Then you get +2, so I don't need that. Alright, I think I'm going to take... Nope, nope, I'm not going to do that. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Decrease the value. I don't want to pickpocket. Acrobatics is kind of weird too, since I've already taken Foolish. So I'm pretty good with what I've got. Man. We could take a card for each skill card and just hope that bears itself out. Nah, I don't think so. What am I using all this money for? This cleric is just kind of doing its own thing. I like the money. I'm gonna take the 5. Put it there. I'll take 2 gold for taking that. I'll get rid of a card, which is 4, which is this guy. And then this one might be useful. Nah. Money it is. Money all the time. Looking to be greedy. Is greedy in here? I think we're just going greedy. This is not a great strategy. I'm just going to be upfront with that. I think we're going greedy. Alright, Mystical. Focused. Alright, so focused is in. Alright, so we could do focused maybe. Which makes me have wanted to have done acrobatics, but, you know, whatever. 1, 4, 5. Okay, so we have moved silently. I can purchase from the other thing, but that's not great. Focused is pretty good. So I'm going to take... Flip, yep. I think I'm going to take the 1. I think I'm going to buy focused. Yeah. Man, I really wish I brought acrobatics now. I mean, but how are you going to know? There's no way to know. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to increase this by 1. So that will give me 2 gold. I'll pay 4 gold and get focused. And then push this over here. This guy gets lost. This guy gets discarded. These 2 go back in. Alright, we have a plan now. We have a plan. Just still no whites. That's ridiculous. Like, I started off, I've played red. We have so many reds. I've played, was it black? No, green. I think the last one and this one we had so many greens. And it's just like absolutely bonkers. That is just bonkers. Alright, anyway, we gotta see what we can do. So 2 for each weapon. It's pretty good. Clumsy. Gain 2 if your dexterity or charisma is 8 or less. We could certainly do that. Right now it's at 9. We could lower it. That would allow me to take the green. I don't want any of these colors. Oh, I know what I can do. All right, I'm going to take the red. I'm going to put it here, and then that makes it flip. So then strength is all taken care of. I don't lose any of these. So I can gain 2 for each weapon I have, which doesn't seem good because weapons themselves don't actually give you points. Clumsy, though, gives me just 2 points. Well, it should. Let's take clumsy. It moves me back over as well to the 3. All right. I don't know. I really wish we took that other one. Negotiate. We're proud. Okay, we gotta re-roll our dice. Of course, no whites. We got greens and blues. Do we need greens and blues? We do not. We specifically do not. Okay. Yeah, that is rough. I was 50-50 on buying that. Ooh, I could do it that way. That's pretty good. I really want to do that with a red. There's no reds out. I was 50-50 on buying that acrobatics, which is actually, I mean, it seems currently like it would be amazing. Right now, focused is getting me 4 points, and I paid 4 for it, so that seems perfectly fine. But I would like to do. I could get more points off it if I had the acrobatics. So anyway, I'm gonna take, I think, this green, and I think I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it here. And that'll allow me to switch these two. Because I need my charisma to be less than 8. So I get a gold from that. Puts my hoard of gold right here. And then I have to roll this die. So I lose nothing. I don't think I'm going to buy anything though. So let's burn this guy. Get 2 gold from that. I probably still want to be greedy. If I find it. No class die still. Fantastic. The rolls. Okay. So this, I should probably see what I'm bidding on. Honorable is good. 7 for 3. It's like, but even if you get greedy and stuff, then it's like 8 gets you 3 points, which isn't great. How much money do I have? I have 4, 8, 12. I have $18. So I think I am going to take. I had an idea. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember what it was. I am gonna take this, put it there. I get $2, so now I have 20. I will upgrade this once, so not only does it meet the con requirement, but it helps out focused. And yep, I gotta remove a card. I gotta remove this guy. I'm not gonna buy one. I'm just gonna lob off that. Although, take any attribute action. Is that good? Is that good? Probably not. Nah. Not for 4. Plus it moves me. Here's greedy. Alright, is greedy worth it? It is very likely that it is. Still, no attribute dies. I mean, no class dies. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is 100% absolutely ridiculous. Man. Okay. What can we do? So we can burn one off in charisma to help out paying for greedy, which seems good. And then I'm still at 7, so it's still under 8. So I could take this green. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, because that guarantees I get greedy. So that I get a savings of 1. I can pay $3 for greedy. Pushes my allegiance down, but it's doesn't matter. This gets burned. This gets discarded. These go in, and it is the last turn. So I would ideally like to roll. I have to roll a 4. I need to roll a 4. Oh, and it's a white die. Yay! It's a white 5, though. Although white 5 might be fine. Let's see. Oh, I finally got search. Yay. So, what can I do? So my strength is all set. I could take the white because I don't care about any of these cards. I don't want any of them. I could take the... Ooh. So how many colors do I have matched up? I have 1 color matched up, 2, 3, 4. So I'd like to save those points. Yeah. I think I would like to save those points. Alright, I think I have a plan. Do I have too much strength? I do have too much strength. What the hell happened with strength? What is going on here? So wait. My strength is 16 plus 2 is 18? What the heck? That's not what I wanted. I wanted 14 to 15. Did I set it up so that was a -2? Oh my god. That is ridiculous. Alright. So, I think I'm taking the white. I think I'm putting it in the deck section, which means I can I flip-flop 2 of the different dice. Which 2 to flip-flop? I can flip-flop those, but it loses me 2 points. I can flip-flop those. I guess it doesn't lose me 2 points. It just gains me 2 points. Okay. Man. That is rough. That is super rough. Now I really wish I rolled a 6. So I'm going to take this 5. I'll put it there. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I have a plan. 10, 14 plus 2. No, it still doesn't work. What can I do? I think I can do something. No. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. This is a perplexing situation. So ideally what I want to do is score out strength. Or score out dex. So I could switch those 2. And that makes my dex 15. So that doesn't work. So if I switch this one and this one, it would make my dex 15 and it would make my strength 16. So they would both fail. But they're both failing already. Don't have another 6 around. Huh. Nothing on here changes any of my things. Oh, this is brutal. I could change a 2 for a 6. That'd be 12. That would make it work. But then I don't get my bonus for my charisma, so I'm gaining 2 points to lose 2 points. That seems bad. It's still an 8. So what but I lose 2 points there, because I only have 4 of my colors, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that just gets me my 3 points. So I cannot move any of the ones that I have on my colors. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I could do 2. No, I can't do 2. Wow, I don't know what I do. I don't know how to get the maximum points out of this. 13. This is very perplexing. If I exchange those, that doesn't work anymore. And that doesn't work. Wow. So everything is bad. So how much is my dex right now? It's 13. So I'd have to increase it by 3, which is impossible. And what's my dex right now? I mean, what's my strength right now? It's 16, 18. So I have to decrease it by a 3, so I'd have to switch it with a 3, but that means switching out one of these, which makes me lose more points. That's amazing. Alright, I'm going to keep it like it is. I can't see anything that helps me get points. Alright, this is going to be really bad. This is our last game of the evening. This is going to be bad. Alright, that was the last turn. Burn one of these cards for $2. Let's burn search. That goes there. That goes there. End of the game. Oh boy. It really came down to buying that acrobatics. But I would have had to known in the future what was going to happen. So, I don't know if that was a real legitimate mistake or not. So my attribute goals. Do I have the right amount of strength? No. Oh, I should put up my scoring sheet. Over here. Here's my scoring sheet right there. Boom. Alright, so do I have the right amount of strength? No. Do I have the right amount of dex? No. Do I have the right amount of con? Yes. Int? No. Wisdom? Yes. That's 4 points. Charisma? No. Okay. That was epically bad. Class color dice, 2, as per the usual. The alignment card gets me 3. 3. My backstory card gets me another 3. No armor cards. My trait cards. I gain 2 if my intelligence or wisdom is less than 8. It is. I gain 2 if my dexterity or charisma is less than 8. It is. I gain 2 for each attribute row with 3 dice of the same face. So we have 1, 2, 3. So that gains us 6 points. So we're at 24. We're still going to score more than we did last game. Alright, and then now we got to figure out greedy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 point. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 points. Plus we get a third for having 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will work out pretty well. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Plus 2 more is 7 points. That is 31. And that is our final score. So, those little bit of manipulation there at the end really screwed us. If we could have had this one right and that one right, we were set up to get a really good score. But there was one turn I did not buy acrobatics when I should have bought acrobatics. I would have had to have been psychic to know that I needed it literally the next turn. But that was kind of the difference there. And then I could have just paid. I am the cleric. I could have just paid the 2 gold to move my wisdom, become my narcissist that I know I am. Move my alignment down. But in the end, I was not psychic, which really, being psychic is a huge part of being successful at these games. Anyway, so that is our working cleric. Not bad. 31. We are very steadily in the 30 to mid to high 30s. We will still keep pushing on, trying to get to that 50 point 50 point. If I waited to 50 points, that'd be really good. But that 40 point threshold, and we will try again another day. We are a little bit past 9, so that is going to be it for me. So I am streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week, I believe, all starting at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, and hope you guys join me. The game of the week this week is Pursuit of Happiness. Really fun worker placement-ish game that I hope everybody will enjoy. But that is it for me today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you give the channel a follow if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.